I'm Wyatt Cash at Scoop News Group, and we're here with Andy Ori, Vice President and General Manager at Juniper Networks. Andy, thank you so much for joining us today.
Wyatt, thank you very much. And I'd like to thank all your viewers for spending some time to listen to us.
Well, let me start by asking, what does IT modernization really look like and mean in 2021 in the government market space?
I mean, I guess first of all, we're moving away from static engineered connectivity. The way these networks were built, computers didn't move, people didn't move, workloads didn't move. And that doesn't work very well today, we all know. And the second thing is it's not about sharing bits of data or remote access to computers. It's all about experiences and how they impact business or organizational outcomes.
Next, how would you say the pandemic affected the need to modernize in government more rapidly?
Well, I mean, first of all, it's not work from home anymore. I mean, I'm from Boston, so we're used to, every so often there's a snow day and we figure out how to take a phone and a computer and we can sort of be effective when we can't get into the office because the roads aren't good. But today it's really work from anywhere, not from home, in a sustained fashion. I mean, we just had 365 days where many people weren't able to come into their office and their organization needed them to work. And so we've created new expectations. We've accelerated digital enterprise transformation, and we're never going back. We know that what we have today is not what we're going to have tomorrow, but what we had yesterday is not what we're going to have tomorrow anyway, as well. And so it's really forced us pretty rapidly through the digital transformation thought process.
Well, what major priorities stand out in your mind now for modernization in government as we look ahead?
Well, truthfully, government is no different than any other organization. All of your viewers could look out the window right now and imagine $500 billion of infrastructure that connects and drives the world's economy. That stuff's not going away. No one's throwing that out. So I talk about the notion of needing to innovate in place. We need to leverage what is and add to what we have to get what we need. Clearly, security is huge. As we start moving people around, as we move workloads around, as we have different methodologies for access and we become innovative with the kinds of applications and services we have, we need to make sure that we do not come off the security accelerator. It's critically important. It's no good to innovate and find out that your security is compromised. And I think the last thing is being very focused on intent, because it's easy to imagine that I want to spread like peanut butter all of my innovation technology and dollars. But I don't think that's what's really going to help us. I think we need to plan out and sequence what are the things we need to do in what order and be focused intentionally on making sure we accomplish each of those objectives before we move to the next.
Well, lastly, Andy, as agencies get largely out in front of modernization, what comes next?
Well, it's interesting. Everyone says we need to do more with less, and or we need to work smarter, not harder. We've all grown up hearing those kinds of things, and you sometimes want to bang your head against a wall. Well, in this case, you actually can accomplish it. That machine learning and artificial intelligence is truly going to help us break through this conundrum, where we're going to be able to understand and react dynamically at a lower cost and very quickly become anticipatory, where the network and the technologies driving these networks and enabling these kinds of services and unlocking this kind of digital transformation is actually going to be cheaper than it is to operate these current networks. So I do see where we are going to be able to thread that needle, where we can do more with less through machine learning and advanced and artificial intelligence.
Well, Andy Ori, thank you so much for sharing some of your insights today on IT modernization, what we have to look forward to moving into the future.
Wyatt, thank you very much as well. Be well.